Hey YouTubers, I know it's been a very, very long time since I've done a video, but I've been dealing with some issues, and I think my video is going to, instead of be a lot of paranormal stuff, I think I'm going to start doing a video blog of the issues I've been having. Basically, I've been diagnosed with agoraphobia, chronic anxiety disorder, and PTSD. And that's the reason why I really haven't been doing much, because the agoraphobia is fear of leaving your own home. Like today, I was supposed to go to my job and hand in some papers to return back to work because I took a leave of absence for 9 weeks so far. Next week will be 10 weeks because my anxiety was kicking into overdrive because of all the extra stress from work, and my mother passed away, and it just overwhelmed me. And I was having panic attacks on the bus to go to work. I was having panic attacks at work. It was horrible. So I'd like to start doing vlogs about what it's like to live with this mental disorders that I have. Which I have good days and I have bad days. More bad than good. Let me give you an example what it feels like. For those of you that aren't knowledgeable about anxiety attacks or agoraphobia, agoraphobia is the fear to leave your own home. And it's not just the fear of leaving your home, it's also the fear of public transportation, crowds, open spaces, and standing in lines. It's the fear of no quick escape if something happens. You're afraid that you'll embarrass yourself for having a panic attack. It controls your life. You live your life around your disease. I'm definitely afraid to go to the hospital. So if I'm sick, I stay home. It's horrible because I've been married now for a little over a year. And my wife, she puts up with all this. And she's an amazing woman. Can't say that enough. But she doesn't know how to stop me from having anxiety attack when I'm in a full-blown anxiety attack. She doesn't know what to do. I do see a therapist once a week for it. I'm not on any medication because now I have a fear of taking new medicine because my doctor did prescribe me something and I took it and I had a really, really bad reaction. Like I was hallucinating. I was having 9 hours of up and down roller coaster ride panic attacks. I didn't feel right. I was basically begging my wife, please just put me out of my misery. And I never think of suicide at all. I'm not depressed. I'm not suicidal. So yeah. I've had anxiety off and on my entire life. But it's just, as I'm getting older, I'm 42 now, it's been getting worse. And my therapist says I'm also, I'm detached from my emotions. So if I'm sitting here telling you about, to give you an example, if I'm sitting here telling you about a story that happened to me in my life, because I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot since the day I was born. If I were sitting here to tell you something bad that happened to me, I would be talking to you just like this. I wouldn't show any emotions. And then my therapist say, well, how do you feel right now while you're talking about this? And I'll say something like, I'm angry, or I'm upset. And she'll say, well, I can't tell because you're not showing it. You're telling me you're angry, but you're talking like you normally would. I don't see it. So she says that I'm detached from my emotions. So basically I have to learn how to feel and express my emotions. I don't really cry that much. I might cry for like 2 whole minutes and then I stop and I feel fine. Like, I don't know how to really cry them. It's really weird because I could be watching a movie with my wife and something happened really bad in the movie, like something dies, like a human dies or something, a person, and I won't cry, and she'll look at me and say, I don't understand. How are you not crying? I said, I don't know. I mean, it's just, I know in real life they're okay, but if you let an animal, a pet, a dog, a cat, get hurt or die in a movie, I will cry my eyeballs out for like 2 to 5 minutes, and then I just stop. It just goes away. So yeah, I was supposed to go to work today and just to drop off some paperwork, tell them that I can go back to work on the 26th. And well, as soon as I got dressed and ready to go to work, my anxiety started hitting, and I started having ringing in the ears. My head felt really weird, like I don't really want to say lightheaded. It felt like stuffy. That's the only way I can really say. And my heart started beating faster, started getting hot. Felt like I was choking, like I couldn't breathe. Basically, anytime I have to leave my home and get in a vehicle, I feel like I'm literally going to die. Imagine living your life, and every single day you go to work 5 days a week and take therapy once a week. So that's 6 days out of 7 days a week. You literally feel like you're going to die. It wears you down. Now, I have tried to get short-term disability while on my leave, and they actually say that I'm not disabled because I can actually perform my job. Performing my job is not the problem. It's getting to my job. I can't leave my home. And, people that have agoraphobia can get disability. People that have PTSD can get disability. People that even have anxiety issues can get disability. I have all three, and they denied me. Like, what the hell? I'm a veteran. And my PTSD, all of it's not related to the military. Some of it's related to some situations I've lived through. I did see a guy get beheaded once. So that one kind of traumatized me a little bit. I've had one of my coworkers basically died almost in my arms. Like, he did die. Paramedics got there and took him out, but when he was in my arms, he had a heart attack, and he had already lost bodily functions, and his eyes were open, but it was like he was looking at something far away. Like, you could tell there was no life in his eyes, and he was making the snoring sound. They call it the dead man's rattle, or the death rattle, or something like that. And he couldn't communicate. He couldn't do anything. He was gone. But I did save 2 lives. So you see how I just talked about some things I've been through. How I didn't show any emotion. That's disconnecting from your emotions right there. I don't know how to show emotions. It doesn't mean I'm a bad person or I'm something like Dexter and going to kill everybody. I mean, I would never hurt anything. I have to get my wife to kill a spider because I don't want to be the one to take its life. That's just how I am. My therapist calls me a protector. I like to protect everyone and everything, even if it means put myself in harm's way. That's how I am. So yeah, I thought I would shoot some video vlogs of a day in a life of someone with anxiety issues and show people that, because I do have some friends that say, hey, why don't you just don't think about it, Just tell yourself it'll be okay and it'll go away. It doesn't work like that. Trust me, I wish it would. I wish it would. And I'm afraid to take medicine for it because of what happened to me. And it doesn't help that my primary care physician told me anytime you take any new medicine, make sure you pay attention to your body afterwards because your throat could swell closed and you could die from, no oxygen. And I'm sorry, but you just don't tell that to someone that has anxiety disorder because now I'm freaked out about taking any pills whatsoever. I'm afraid to take medicine. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I don't smoke. I do dip tobacco. My teeth are kind of shot because of it. But yeah, I do chew tobacco. That's the only bad habit. And I do eat a lot of junk food. But my therapist says that comes from all that I've been through. So yeah, she says it's something like comfort eating or something like that. I don't know. Video games, I play a lot of video games. Like, I'm a huge video game player. And believe it or not, like, my mind runs 20 miles to nothing. Like, I'm thinking about 20, 30 things at once. Like, right now I'm talking to you, but I got like 10 things floating around in my mind right now that I'm thinking about. And I'm good at multitasking like that, by the way. Anyway, but when I play my video games, it calms me down. It makes all the thoughts just stop. It just gives me a peace of mind for a minute. So I'm always playing video games because that's the way I relax. That's what keeps me centered. And it's better than drinking or doing drugs, honestly. I don't want to waste my money on that. But, yeah. So, if you have any kind of anxiety disorder, trust me, I understand what you're going through. And it's not easy. It's not, you don't have, if you're living your life around your anxiety, you don't have quality life. Because you feel like you're in a cage. Like, I look at people riding around in cars and think, I wish I could do that. I wish I could be normal like that, where I can just get in a car and take a car ride anywhere. But anytime I get in any kind of vehicle whatsoever, I feel like I'm going to die. And that makes it very difficult to have a normal life. I don't like this. I didn't ask for this. I don't know what caused this. I wish it would stop. But I don't know, I pray about it. And I take it one day at a time. So I'm going to start a video vlog of what it's like to live in my shoes. I mean, I know it probably won't be popular because who really cares, right? But there might be somebody out there that has the same issues I do. And maybe we could connect and reach out to each other and help one another. Maybe what I go through can help someone else. And maybe it can help people that have a loved one or have a family member with this problem. Maybe it'll help them better understand what they're going through. It's not an easy disease to live with. It's not a disability that you can see. So just because you can't see somebody's disability doesn't mean that they don't have one. I'm really good at my job. I'm freaking awesome. My boss can't wait for me to come back. But my disability hinders things. So, yeah. I have 3 cats, and I have 2 hermit crabs, and I have a beautiful wife. So, all in all, I have good things in my life, but yeah. All right, my camera's shaking because I'm holding it with my hands, and my anxiety was a little out of control earlier. So, maybe one day I'll actually shoot a video of me actually having an anxiety attack so you can see what one looks like firsthand. All right, guys, you have a great day. All right, peace and love, guys. Bye.